Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another episode of Factorio with freight forwarding coming at ya. Yeah, just making my way back as promised. Loaded up the game, just held W for a hot second, and here we are. I really love that vehicles just stop when there's no path and don't careen off the whatever and explode violently. Good stuff. Okay, that's severed. I wanted to trim up some radars, but I don't think I care. Let's actually take a look at the world at large. Found a couple land masses, did a little doinking around. We found titanium, which is cool. I haven't seen that resource yet. Otherwise, it's really been iron and stone. So what the heck? Get out of here! What I'm really hoping to find is whatever infinite resources this mod allows for. Dodge 3 power poles in a tree, hit a rock. Good stuff. That's going to be... Oh my god, I'm getting out of the car. That's going to be a bit more of our heavy lifting on the transportation side. Is most likely a lot of sources that are going to provide a very little amount of resource. So we're going to have to figure out how to manage that. Either way, we'll figure it out. I see iron and everything's looking really good. Do we have a lot of trains sitting in parking? We don't. And that's okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That wasn't working because no power. How are we doing on our military? 1.8k? We're very, very close. And we've already filled our research benchmark with everything I would have wanted. Let's get rid of some of this tiger science. I call it tiger science because it looks striped to me. There's a thick yellow stripe in the middle of it. So orange, yellow, orange. I don't know. Looks like a tiger. Yeah. I'm gonna Google it real quick just so I'm not insane. The word tiger. Tiger Woods. Okay, fine. Isn't it a kind of tiger I'm thinking of? Maybe it's like a Bengal tiger? No, the Bengal tiger is exactly what I was thinking of. I guess it's, yeah. Yeah, kind of. Just for giggles, let's chuck this up on the recording on OBS. Let's see if I can do this quickly. Save, add, image, named image, fine, I don't care. Do that. Oh god, way too big, brother. And now it's... Okay, the perspective's all jacked. But there you go, there's the tiger. And where am I? Okay. Yeah, kind of the stripey. Orange, yellow, orange, maybe? Maybe the stripey? That's... Whatever. That's my brain. That's my brain, period. Okay, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and remove that so I don't accidentally add that back in. That's a problem with adding stuff on the fly. It's just... OBS turns it on and it chucks it right in the middle and it's friggin' massive. But maybe there's a way to avoid that and I don't know how to do that, so... Not gonna worry about it. Currently as it stands right now is we still have a ton of iron. And we don't have... I don't need this much steel, holy bonkers. We're not processing it fast enough, so I'm gonna go get us some bricks. Bricks and mortar. And then we'll get that cleaned up a bit. Neat way to kill a little bit of time until military science pops up. Okay. What's your damage? Okay. This path is completed but not signaled appropriately. Is that the deal? Oh, hold on. Nope. There it is. That block wasn't closed properly. Let's just watch the trains, make sure they make it all the way through. That's my problem with ghosts, man. They're very helpful, but sometimes I forget things because I'm an old guy. You didn't want to go that direction anyway, so good stuff, good stuff. That's 50. That's 60. 70, that's 80. Yeah, give me 80 of these bad boys. Sounds like a lot. It isn't. Okay. Copper's done. Then we're gonna go to steel. Iron is full up, and iron is already one I've upgraded. Yeah, so we'll have enough. We'll have more than enough machines to upgrade steel. We'll have enough machines to upgrade lead. And then that's all the base upgrades I need. I wanted to build a little bit extra, so if I needed to expand later, I can. Simple stuff, simple stuff. Okay, where are we at with military? I'm getting anxious. 1.9k, we're very close. Is it coal? No? Steel. Steel is the issue. We're stocked up very well on grenades, on walls, yeah. If I really want, I could just build a little box right here and be like, yeah, pick up all the walls you need right there. That is more iron. Copper and lead should be the two that are canceled right now. Yep, and they are. Good stuff. Looks like I'll need to upgrade this iron to red and maybe get another iron unpackager. Maybe? We are doubling the crafting speed. That's a thing to take note. Hello? There we are. It is early in the morning again. This is my life now. This is my life now. Okay, you're out of stuff. You're out of stuff. That's freaking tough. There's no place for you to get fuel. Where do you get fuel? You're waiting 10 seconds at some place. You can wait 10 seconds at Stone Brick for sure. Yep, cool. Yeah, we almost went through our entire supply just doing steel. Yeah, no worries. No worries, mate. That leaves us with, what, like 15 or something left? Some weird, odd number? Yep, this is gonna need an upgrade. For sure. And this can just go like that. Keep forgetting the density of what's produced for steel is never gonna be big enough to need the dual feed like that. And this can get cleaned up on the quick fast. Oh my gosh, Jax. No, come here. Hey, come here, man. You are loud as hell this morning. I'll do this one-handed. But, you okay? Dude, you are incredibly loud. I don't know if you realize I have a headset on, mate. I have a headset on. You are just... I'm hearing you at, like, 11, and I need to hear you at like a 3. Alright? Alright? Okay. Oof, man. Okay, what? What I want to do is I want to copy this setup. Okay, hi. In America, we say good morning. What's going on here? Right. We ought to have like a handful of those at the ready all the time. Oh my god, Jax. You're loud. Come here. Come here. Okay. Brief intermission. Come here. Yep. Oh, come here. Oh, I need a cat cam so you guys can see my precious baby boy. And that way it doesn't sound like I'm crazy. You okay? Did you have a bad dream? Oh, you're purring like crazy now. Is that picking up on the mic? I don't think so. A few years ago, Jax needed a tooth removed. So after we removed the tooth, we got the whole thing done. Apparently that is the tooth, that was the load-bearing tooth that was blocking his purring noises. Because his purr sounds like, I don't know, a 2-cylinder motor. Like, it's not a Hemi truck engine, but it is pronounced. And what's going to inevitably happen, because I'm holding Jax right now, is my 2 other cats are going to notice. They're going to be like, hey, what the... What, cuddles for me too? I'm a goodest boy. I'm the goodest boy. And then they just get a little jealous. So, you pet Jax up a little bit, and feel real special like. Okay. I will pet you more, and I'm done with the recording, okay? You good? Okay, chew on that for a bit. Happy's got work to do. Kinda surprised I didn't balance it like this. Or... would you just drop off? I don't think you dropped anything off. You are when iron is less than 2. Steel is a bit more of a important proponent now that I've ramped up the actual production of it. I did. Okay, I just didn't copy it as part of the thing. When I copy-pasted it, I didn't set it proper, but now it is, so that's cool. Yeah, the iron train's gonna be very busy. See this gap here? We're unloading it fast enough. We're processing it fast enough. We're just not getting enough crates to where I want them to be. Jax, can you go pour me some coffee? That'd be super good. No? Okay. And actually, to save on stuff that's going to make any sense whatsoever, this is never going to be so full that these inserters can't handle it. We're never going to have that much steel, which is fine. It's not... Steel's a very dense material. It takes extra processing to get it through all of everything it needs to, so not having like a ton of extra steel quickly is fine by me. Still at 1.9k because steel. We're good on coal and stone and iron, even though we don't have a lot of that on the line. We have iron on the line. Oh, here we go. But now this is just building up back up, right? My favorite part is watching them unload onto the line and empty shelves become full. This is now just building tons of excess, yep. This is another reason why I didn't want to bother dialing it in too hard, because I was like, yeah, this is going to be a thing where we're going to have dead time, like we do right now, and we're going to build up a lot of excess. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's gonna be great. Take some of that. It's coal. So now what this will be is a stronger spike, because I've got a second unloading machine. That should hopefully even it out a little bit more. Oh, you're gonna take 3? No. I wanted you to take, like, 2 at most. Give me that. You greedy little scoundrel. So how quickly is iron reloaded? It isn't. We're out of containers. Good stuff. I was afraid of that. I think 2 episodes ago I was like, you know what? I eventually should just make a ton more containers and just call it a day. We're doing that right now. So it was written, so it shall be done. I probably have a boatload of containers here, 45. Yep, that's no surprise. I'm going to fill every machine manually just to get the ball rolling. That. Power is going to be, yep, the next culprit. How much coal do we have here? 1.2k, beautiful, beautiful. I'll take that. We'll dump off some at lead. Oh, do we have any at research? Kicking about. 9, look at that. Nope. Military train is still sitting. We still have a lot of lead ready to go. I'm sure this is, yep, we're already ready to party with more boxes. Excellent. Where did I go? Here I go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's brilliant. Note to self. If I redo this again... actually, let's do ourselves a favor right now. We're gonna go set up a warning for the container bin. Now, realistically, the box having 0 containers in it isn't the end of the world, because we still have a bunch on the line. So, a bad thing? Not really. It's not really a bad thing. It's just something we need to pay attention to. Find that out real quick, like. Excuse me. Okay, but a little bit of a favor I'm doing for myself here. No volume, global playback, show alert. When crate is less than 1. Packaging department, low containers. I think that's a good way to summate it. Yep, and it's already warning us because it's empty, right? So if anything, this gives me... Oh, there's a lot on the line. For this to be full, this is going to be kind of a misnomer. Unless I make way more containers. So we're going to not do that. It seems a lot less functional than I thought now that I realize how big the buffer is. The alternative is we could check... Just go. The alternative is we could check every single chunk of the line. Okay, do you have 2 and you have 2 now? Oh, are you still probably working through the last batch? Anyway, we could build a memory cell that decays every 60 seconds, and we could say, check the belt. The very moment you get any input about a container, save that container for 30 seconds. Then after 30 seconds, go ahead and remove the memory, and then check again and see if we need or have enough or whatever. Yep, that's how that would work. That's that goes... That's something that we can do. I know how to do it, but that reaches a little far into the not what I want to accomplish. That reaches just a little bit too far into the, hey, that seems a little more than I want to do in this season, so we're just not going to do it. But talking it out is good. This looks a lot more promising. So I forced the train to arrive. That's Tiger Science, which probably dropped off. What did you drop off? Lead. Okay. Yes, there is no lead. I want to come over here and watch the steel, because steel is going to give us military. And... yeah, steel's right here. I could have sworn I sent that steel plate guy. Oh yeah, it's processing. Right. Yeah, with Alt over it, it kind of covers the lights, but that's okay. So let's talk about the tech that we're going to receive. I already went through and benchmarked everything. We're going to get better scanning, 2 shooting speed, and 2 damage upgrades. We're also going to get surveillance, which isn't something I can build, but let's see. Vehicle and trains are always in the line of sight on the map. And better explosives. That's our first batch of military science. Now that that's all said, I should start talking about blue science. Sulfur, circuits, engines. Deep breath. Yep, this is where this is going to get fun, because I don't have any of the infrastructure required. So let's see here. I want oil rigs, right? Boiler, steam engine, pump jacks, pipes. That's an obscene amount of steel, but that makes total sense for what we're getting out of it. Yeah, the total package. That makes sense. On the map, we have 3 or 4 places for oil. We have oil here. This is ranked at... tell me the amount. 6664, right? Recurring theme, apparently. We have a big pile over here, I think. 15253. We have a little bit of pile here, 3896. And I don't care about that, I'm not going that far. This iron is, what, 3 mil? No, a mil. Boo. I thought it was way more. That's okay. So, we should start talking about where to set up our oil empire. What we're going to do is we're going to bring it in by anchor. We're going to unload. Then we're going to package it, send it somewhere else for processing, and then process it. Right? It's an ambitious goal. This is going to be... I don't want to say the last big hurdle, but this is the last... well... hold on. In normal vanilla Factorio, this right here would be the last big hurdle to jump. Everything else is like 1 or 2 minor products after the fact. But with oil, we have to set up oil recovery. So getting the oil itself. Then we have to set up processing. Then we have to set up storage of up to 3 materials, light, heavy, and petroleum. Then we have to do several other aftermarket processes to get it all going, so known as petrochem or petrochemical processes. Where that becomes incredibly intimidating for some players is it asks for a lot very, very quickly. We've been down this road before. This is not a big deal. We will handle it. We will handle it. Not an issue. Actually, let's do me a solid first. What am I missing? Oh, I know what I'm missing. Trim that, trim that. Okay, should be fine now. This should be less confusing. Does this go too far? Hold on. Ah, yes it does. Boo. That's okay. The Petrochem bits are going to be... I'm amazed I didn't just get got. What? Weeping silently to oneself, kind of. Okay, let's do something like this. Just to get this out of the way a little bit more. Let's check on the map again. Don't need too much space, but I do need more space. And then this is gonna run all the way down. Where is my lead train? The lead train is the only train that's using this, so I'm gonna want it to come back and then we'll shut it off. Then I'll do all the tweaky I want, and then we'll go from there. Oh my, I'm gonna get up and get some coffee. I'm gonna pause right here. I'll be back in just a second. And there the guy goes. Back with coffee. Coffee. I should have gotten in the train. Shoot. Because I'm going to pull this all the way out, all the way down. Okay, where... Okay, it's supposed to be... Yeah, I'm just going to gut all this, making the path null, so the train is not going to show. Because the only other cross signal I have is way at the bottom. 2 seconds. Work text. Okay, cool. Alright, where is this supposed to go? If I snag a leg... That. This wasn't as far as I thought this was going to be, but it was still off, so... This can all still do this. This is unnecessary, though. And this is all going to be petrol. All of this is going to be our petroleum fabrication. Looks good. There we go. Yeah, at the stage we're at, it's also very simple for us to just slap bang and build up a whole nother station or whatever. That goes down. What I am going to do, now that we're at this stage... Is this... Okay, cool. Blueprints do grab ghosts. Cool. That makes that easier for me. Still excited for... Okay, I can't do it that way. There we go. The flashlight bobbing left and right and left and right and left and right feels and looks weird. That's all I'm going to say about that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this into somewhere. Not sure yet. Realistically, I want to do as little mass configuring as possible until we get bots. And we can do with construction bots, we can get that well before we need yellow science, I think it is, for logistics, like the actual research called logistics, or logistical networks, or whatever it's called. There's that. Good deal. Just to keep business as usual flowing, we'll connect down here. Nope, one more. Stuff. Now we'll pull off of here. One too far. One too far. There you go. Okay, so that is effectively how that's gonna look. Once it's in this block, I don't care about it. It's fine. Let's seal that off a little bit more. Good show. And now we reconnect it back up here, which is how I've been building this out anyway. And what should happen is everything should just link up very nicely. Now what I might do is I might rebuild the blueprint with signals, so I remember where to build stuff. It's kind of, as you've kind of seen so far in this series, it's hit-miss, right? If I build the blueprint with signals, I see the ghosts, and there's a chance I might forget about it. The train ought to be moving now. Yep. And I want to see it pass the junction just to make sure I got everything. So if I build the blueprint with the signals, I might forget about it because of the ghosts. If I build it without the blueprint, I might forget about it because it's not there. Hey, I didn't even notice. Military science is getting done. Whoop, 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 whoop. Awesome. Okay, I just want to see you pass the threshold, and then I'll be very thrilled. Delighted. Okay. Very, very cool. So we have better radar now. Yeah, a little bit. That's new? Maybe? I wish I could pop on our radars for like a moment. Just to get a feel for what. For whatever. And then shut her down. We could build it all into a switch. Very simple switch. Or I could do something very simple. Where's the closest? It's over there. Get our little vroom vroom machine. I'm literally gonna plug it in, check the map, see that new terrain was added, and then shut it off. This research was radar amplification. So, I'm guessing by the terminology, it extends the signal a bit. Might give us a whole mess more squares, I'm not sure. So, right here. Okay, it didn't change the world. But it'll help with our exploration all the same. Alright, what do we do? We've already benchmarked our area for oil. I wouldn't mind to steal some more of this. A little more. Okay, we're going to head to the southwest and do a little exploration. What I'm kind of thinking is happening, or is going to happen, is a lot like what happens in Civilization games. Oh, right. I forgot that could happen. Resources are always there underground, but you don't know about them until you get the research for them. I'm thinking like Civ 5 as the bellwether test here. Meaning, coal is in the mountains. Iron is in the hills, or whatever. But you don't know about that stuff until you develop, like, metallurgy, or the longsword, or whatever, that would need stuff like that. The power plant, as an example. So maybe the resources are always here, and when I research the right research or whatever, just pow, they'll all show up. And the reason why I'm interested in that is that's why I want to do a lot of exploration up front. I'm hoping that's the gimmick. If that's not the gimmick, that's fine. But we'll see. We'll see. Sooner or later, time will tell. I always keep thinking of the introduction of Red Alert, the original Red Alert, with Einstein who goes back in time. And then he does what he needs to do, and then he comes back to what would be the present. And his assistant is like, "Did you get it? Did it work? Or did you meet him?" I think was the question. And then Einstein takes off his glasses and cleans them. He's like, "Time will tell. Sooner or later, time will tell." It's like, I was a wee kid, so I was like, "Oh, how smart is that? How smart is that of a thing to say for a guy that's role-playing as Einstein, huh? That's a smart guy." And then now that I'm older and it's like, yeah, that's literally how time works. Less impressed, but it still made an impression. Okay, park a dinghy. So it's ready to go anytime I need. Where's my stuff? I have too much stuff. Too much stuff, said no one ever. No Factorio player, anyway. There you are. You can tell it's early. I'm scrambling to figure out where my crap is. Okay. A little titanium. $69. Nice. Titanium. That's stone. Not a lot of stone either. Is this a thing? It is a patch of dirt. Is it a thing? Yes, it is in fact a thing. Are you eating more power? 675 kilowatts is a stupid amount of power. I know that radars eat up power. That's not the thing I'm arguing about. The thing is, I built 20 of them or whatever, and I'm like, we're gonna set this up everywhere. And then I realized, oh, snap doodles. Coal's a thing. The thing of it is I don't play with Big Brother often. I don't play with the mod often enough to know. Is that iron? 5.3 million. Okay. Now we're talking business. I need to finish my thoughts before I start a new one. Good luck with that. I don't play with Big Brother enough. I wasn't aware how much their radars took, energy-wise, which is fine. It makes perfect sense that they take a lot. I'm not arguing or complaining or anything. It makes perfect balanced sense. Provide a lot more functionality, cost a lot more power. Cool. I can dig that. It's fine. There you are. $6.3 million. Beautiful. Finally, some copper? Whenever I play multiplayer, especially for like a cooperative Death World style, I'll do this. I'll ping resources and stuff. And that way we make sure we don't miss anything. Because the reason why I do that is if I zoom way out, these tags are a lot easier than trying to see like the little titanium or oil, which I honestly can't see. It's right, yeah, it's right there. But this is easier for me to just take a quick sweep glance and be like, what's about? That's about. What's it about? All about. Okay, good stuff. That makes me feel a lot better about our future, that we have copper somewhere. Now, what's the technology? It was dredging technology or something? I don't think I have it researched or anything. What do I need for this? It's locked behind blue science. That's fine. Spiderling? A small, slow-moving vehicle capable of traversing rough terrain. It's equipped with a rocket launcher controlled by manual or automatic targeting. Can be driven manually or using the Spidertron remote. How much capacity you got? You got 15 capacity. That's not bad. So we could treat that like trucks if we want. DRE. There we go. Dredging. It is locked behind blue. a dredging platform. Refined concrete, lead plate, landfill, pump jack. Oh, that's right. Landfill requires lumber. Ooh, I gotta remember that. 200 pollution a second. Or a minute. That's insane. Ferrous nodule. Cupric nodule. Iron ore. Oh, I need sulfuric acid to wash the ore. Cupric. Okay, so this produces the nodules. Nodules. Then the nodules are a new recipe that we wash. Quote unquote wash. Yeah. So that's kind of how Angels works. And how it really works in real life. When you go down to the mines and you dig whatever ore you want. You dig the ore, you bring it up, you crush it, so it's in more manageable pieces, and then you crush it again if it's too big. And then what you effectively do is some combination, and depending on the mineral you're actually looking for, the process can change, but effectively you can wash the ore with chemicals which can eat away impurities, or at least dilute the impurities. You wash it. It's almost like washing clothing. You're effectively trying to get certain elements out. And then you can heat the mixture to dry it. And then also, if you know what other impurities might be inside what you want, like let's say you want, I don't know, gold, and maybe gold has a much lower cooking temperature. I'm not a metallurgist, I don't know the exact figures. But if it has a lower melting temperature than, let's say, traces of iron ore or stone or whatever, you can cook it and then just slowly leach away what you need. Very similar to oil processing, where the massive stacks are cooling towers. So what you would effectively do is you would put the raw petrol in the cooling tower after it's been somewhat treated, and then you raise the temperature slower and slower and slower, and the stuff that gets cooked off isn't what you want, because you know the mineral you want, or the liquid you want, releases at a specific temperature. Ugh. And if that's not correct, that's how my brain transfers that information, so that's all I got. That's all I got. Okay, now we're looking at some titanium, yo. Looking at a lot of titanium. .8, and that's only like half of that. Okay, that's just water. Okay. Yeah, let's head back. Worked out pretty well. Boop boo da boo. Better, what was that, weapon damage? Excellent. Yep. The reason why the military research is absolutely critical at this juncture is very soon we're going to be talking about making landfall. And when we make landfall, we need to be very, very, very prepared. We do not have infinite resources, so if we get beaten back, that just means it's going to be even more difficult for us to fight and retake territory. So when we make landfall, that has to be the one and only time we make landfall, right? It's kind of like my same philosophy when I play strategy games, especially like if you're against the AI. It might not be as applicable when fighting a particular human adversary, but when fighting an AI, attack one time. Just attack one time. Prepare everything you possibly can, give it one shove, call it a day. You think you got enough of a military? Nope. Double it, or something. You know, add a few more units, make sure you got some air defense, get some long range in there, maybe some combat medics, make sure you get everything dialed in. and then have at. Now, I hope this is a nest. It is a worm. Okay, well. That's the wrong item. Easy stuff. The same bait and switch kind of a thing. I know worms can't propagate new bases. Only the littlest baby biters can, I think. I think that's how that works. Other thing is, because this is shallow and I can walk on it, and a car can drive on it, I kind of think it's still navigatable by biters, so that's kind of an issue, and I want to make sure that that stays on lock. Which I can't if the biters are just going to walk over here anyway, right? Or Skeeter over here. Skitter. Maybe skitter's the right word. I don't know. It is early in the morning. My brain is not thinking clearly at all. Which is normal. That's become more of a normality as I've gotten older. Okay. Ah, I was hoping for one more line. Okay, good enough. I'm satisfied. I don't need to do any more exploration. Not right now, anyway. What we could do, as I mentioned before, is we could just take whatever we need, go way, way, way away, and set up shop. Makes sense, actually, now that I think about it, that the dredging costs so much pollution, because there's a lot to navigate. There's a lot of room between us and the biters. How much pollution are we kicking out right now? We've taken over the island in pollution, but it's still going to be a while before the biters get a taste. So, I'm out of fuel. Fair enough. I was like, I'm holding W, but nothing's happening. Ah, very good. Right again. Inventory looks good. We didn't lose any turrets. Mission complete, more or less, I'd say. Yeah. I wonder if the dredging platforms can be built anywhere. That's another eventuality I didn't quite consider. So it's one of like three things, right? One could be we have to scan for it, and we find a dredging prime area, question mark, no idea. The second is the resources are here all the time, they're just not revealed, which isn't really how Factorio works, but I could see that. The third thing is they can be built literally anywhere, and it's non-important as to where we build them. Those are all the options I could think of. Where's my car? Oh, I want to be under all this. But I will have to set up some lumber harvesting operations for landfill. I'm tempted. I might not, but I'm tempted to add like a landfill. Oh no, like a tree sawmill forestry kind of a mod. Maybe we'll look into that a little later. It's not super duper important right now. What is important right now is I want to figure out... Let's shut that off. I want to figure out this for down here. So this probably won't work. But I'm willing to try. it would be something like this. That works? Let's... I think that would work. Let's do it again without signals, though. Then I can do... that's incorrect. Yeah, this would be the correct. And then we signal it up. The only problem is I have a smelting array already in the way, but this would allow for a little more connectivity in between all the other systems. I'm trying to think if there's any reason why I wouldn't want to commit this. Let's do it. Let's make it famous. I need a little bit more iron, please. Iron is somewhere around here. Okay, let's build this out one chunk at a time. What I might do is I might save the bulk of this work for the next episode. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get this cleaned up. There's your new potential. Good. Okay. Yeah, thank you all for joining me. My name is JohnMegacycle. Another episode of Factorio with freight forwarding is in the books. And I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.